Many wonder how their bodies produce energy. Well, this is done by cellular respiration. Now let's take a closer look. First, ATP is the primary energy molecule used by living things. The overall function of ATP is to store and eventually release energy. This is done through the ADP and ATP cycle. It begins with ADP and then one phosphate is added, which means more energy is also added. This forms into ATP, which has 3 phosphates. After the energy-filled ATP is made, it releases the energy. This cycle can also be reversible. Now on to the reaction of cellular respiration, which involves 3 reactions. The reactants of this are glucose and oxygen, and the products are carbon dioxide and water. Glucose is made during photosynthesis and is used during glycolysis. The oxygen is also produced during photosynthesis and is used during the electron transport chain. Next, one of the products, carbon dioxide, is made during the Krebs cycle as a waste product. Lastly, water is made during the electron transport chain and is used in photosynthesis. Moving on, the first reaction is glycolysis, which is located in the mitochondrial cytoplasm. Glycolysis is basically the breaking of glucose. Glycolysis starts with 6 carbons, or glucose. 2 ATP and 2 NADH are produced, which will be used by the ECT. Then 2 pruvic acid molecules are made that will be used by the Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle occurs in the matrix of the mitochondria. It produces 1 ATP and 4 NADH, which are high-energy electrons that will go to the ECT. It also makes 1 FADH2, high energy that will also go to the ETC. FADH2 and NADH are electron carriers that are helped by hydrogen to carry the electrons. At the end, it releases carbon dioxide as a waste product. Lastly, the electron transport chain occurs in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. Reactants of ETC, NADH, and FADH2 are made during glycolysis. The product is 24 ATP, which will be used by the cell, and it releases H2O as a waste product. Fermentation converts pruvic acid into a different molecule in order to regenerate NADT. This is present during the production of bread. There are 2 types of fermentation, one being alcoholic fermentation. During this process, pruvic acid is turned into alcohol and CO2. On the other hand, during lactic acid fermentation, pruvic acid is turned into lactic acid. This has been cellular respiration.